Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. So one of you guys asked me a question about being a military police going into the civilian police side. And the question goes this way: could you do a video on how the Marine Corps benefits those who pursue a career in law enforcement? So essentially, you're a police officer, military police. How is it going to transfer into the police side of the house? I think it was a pretty interesting question. So here, first of all, let me tell you, I'm not a police officer. So essentially, I didn't apply to become a police officer or anything like that. So I can't speak about that. But I could speak about the process of getting out as a military police officer and some of the resources that you could find in the Marine Corps, as well as some of the skills that you're going to learn as a military police officer that could be beneficial to some type of agency, or it could actually hurt you. So again, here's first of all what I learned. One of the things that you're going to do when you get out of the Marine Corps is that you're going to go through a process of called sets and TAMs. I think I got it right. Maybe I got it wrong. Essentially, what they're going to do there, every Marine has to go through it, is that they're going to help you out to build a resume. They're going to help you out to transition into the civilian life. They're going to help you out with a bunch of resources. Places are going to come over and offer jobs and things like that. Sometimes it could be a big deal. Sometimes you could actually find some good jobs. Sometimes it could be pretty crappy. I mean, it depends on the season, depends where you at and things like that. So again, the ability that, or the main thing you're going to gain out of that is the fact that you're going to be able to build an excellent resume, which again is going to imply or is going to show all the skills that you learn through your Marine Corps career. And let me tell you guys, a good resume could cost you hundreds of dollars. So having that benefit is pretty good. But again, one of the things that I experienced back in 2006 when I was going to get out of the Marine Corps was the fact that a lot of some of the police companies or police agencies come down to the police department and actually interview you and actually offer you a job there. Now, that was 2006, guys. That's almost, what, 10 years ago. So it could definitely be different nowadays. But again, the fact that police officers, police companies are going to come down, possibly talk to you, and a lot of job fairs. That's something else that you're going to learn in the Marine Corps. Once you get to that rank of corporal, or you're about to get out 4 or 5 years in, there's going to be a lot of job fairs where you're going to be able to go there, talk to a bunch of agencies, and possibly, start building those network that you need to get a job, guys. It's all about having a network. It's all about who you know. It's all about, knowing the people in the right place. So remember that. Not only are you going to have those skills, but you also got to know people in the right places. And some of the older guys will tell you that for sure. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to tell you something that I learned from being a military police officer. Many companies will like you. Many companies will take that knowledge, skills, training that you have, and it may be extremely beneficial to a new police department or to a police department. In fact, there's something that is kind of like a fast track where you, instead of doing 6 months of schools, you may be able to do a short-term school. So that's going to be a benefit that could be very, very good. So essentially, instead of going through the whole 6 months of academy, you could potentially do a short version of that and then obviously pass the state certification. Another thing is that, and I actually saw this, a lot of police department, military police department, could potentially send you to a state certification while you are actually in the Marine Corps. I know a lot of staff sergeants did that when I was in the police department. They would send them to the local city, Jacksonville, North Carolina, state, to be certified in North Carolina. So like that, they learn those skills and then transfer those skills into the Marine Corps. Or like that, some guys are getting out of the Marine Corps and you will be able to get approved for that. So again, you could potentially go to the school while you are actually in active duty. Again, guys, that's kind of weird. Never saw that a lot, but I know in fact that could happen. So again, it could potentially help you. It could potentially be extremely good for your career, but at the same time, it could potentially hurt you as well. I got to tell you, once you're in the Marine Corps, you're going to learn things that some companies may not like. It's all about who's in charge, guys. So that guy may say, you know what? I don't want to have military policemen because they haven't been trained by us. So one thing that you're going to learn is that as you train and as you develop skills, it's pretty difficult to change those skills from an old, grumpy, salty dude. So again, some companies may want to have that fresh guy that they could teach since day one. So again, it could potentially hurt you as well. I'm going to let you guys know because my dog is about to bark. So hopefully I answer that question. Like I said, it may be a good thing. 99% of the time, it's going to be a good thing. You're going to be able to transfer those skills, and it's actually going to help you to start a career as a law enforcement. I know a lot of my Marine friends, military police, that do that, but in 1% out there, it could potentially hurt you. Some sheriff or some, whoever's in charge may not like the fact that you're a Marine or may not want to hire you. So again, it could go both ways. Let me know what you think. If you're in the Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever, and you were a part of law enforcement and you got some insight, put it down in the comments. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, guys. As always, if you got any other questions, put it in the comments. I try to answer everybody's question as much as I can. I really appreciate the support, and God is in control.